guys, welcome to another podcast edition on Touchscreen. And look, Southern Conference, Junior State Cup Southern Conference is right around the corner. So me and Mitch are going to jump on the Southern Conference bandwagon because we're both involved with Junior at Northern Conference, and we're talking predictions. How you going, Mitch?
Yep. G'day, mate. Yes, a little bit jealous that we've got to wait a little bit longer, but we'll jump on here and we'll tip everyone some losers because we're not the best tipsters.
That's true. It's true. Our strike rate is probably sitting at below 40%. Right. So if we tip the losers, we're actually probably got a chance.
That's
but
it, mate.
As we see on the straight up, we're going to go 10 boys. So
Okay.
would you like to kick off, or would you like me to kick off? 10 boys is a tough one because
Very hard.
Yeah, a lot of these players are new. There's no eights to go off, so we can't look at last year's. So you want to go first?
You're the host, mate, so you can go first. But I think what we're doing for the Northern and the Southern is we're going to predict our winner, our grand final loser, and a Smoky, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
A Smoky is if that Smoky gets to the grand final, we can still do the told you so.
Sounds good to me, mate.
So looking at these, we've got 3 pools going into quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I can't go past Sharks Touch in the grand final. And I have them playing Wollongong in the grand final.
Okay.
So I know Sharks Touch have been very dominant in the past with their real young, like the 10s, 12s, 14s. So I assume that that's going to happen. I saw on their social media recently they've just taken a tour through Shark Park, which is cool. Jealous on that one. But yeah, so I think that their dominance in the young divisions, in the boys' young divisions, is going to continue. And Wollongong going through that rebuilding phase, I think they're going to be very strong also in that sort of bottom tier with the boys.
Who's your Smoky then?
Smoky is mate. My Smoky's Griffith. Watch out for Griffith.
Okay.
Their numbers just in their I don't know much about the rep teams, but I know their social competition is booming in Griffith. So when you have numbers, you have a lot of people to pick from, and usually the caliber of talent
stronger
is
teams, etc., etc.
Yep, Smoky is Griffith in the 10 boys.
So Tom, I did a bit of homework for this, and I want to give a shout out to all the smaller clubs in each of the divisions, and I hope I haven't missed too many of them. But I like seeing the Magic. We've got Leeton. We've got Griffith. Love seeing Milton Ulladulla. We've got the Yass Bulls and we've got the Coolamon in the 10 boys. So it's good to see those smaller clubs there. I've got the Sharks winning 10 boys. I've got them beating Penrith. And my Smokies is Parramatta.
A Parramatta for a Smoky? Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I'm not sure if they qualify for a Smoky being such a big club.
Yeah, hey, it's your predictions. It's not anyone else's predictions. So if anyone wants to comment saying why you're wrong, then they can do that.
Yeah, rip in. Absolutely. Love it.
Just a shout out to Milton Ulladulla, probably the best mascot that you will see around the Bullfrogs.
Oh, okay.
Love the Bullfrogs. And also one that probably deserves mention is University of New South Wales.
Yep, they got a few teams in the division, which is great. Yep.
Yeah, so all the 10 boys that are currently going to university, I think they'll do a very good job.
Yeah.
But I'll put a drum sound effect there.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Next up, we'll go 10 girls. You can kick us off it looks like you're going to kick us off for all the girls' divisions.
Yeah, so the 10s girls, again, for some of the smaller teams, we've got Milton Ulladulla, Coolamon. We've got the Brindis in this age group, Tom. We've got Griffith and we've got Leeton. I have very, boring. I think the Sharks will win this division as well. I think they won it last year. And I've got them beating Balmain. And I'm going to say the Brindis are my Smoky in the 10 girls.
Okay. So my prediction is the exact same. Flip it. I have Balmain beating the Sharks in the 10 girls.
There you go.
And my Smoky is Lower Blue Mountains.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Look, as far as the Smokies go, Lower Blue Mountains was either them or Leeton. I know Leeton's actually they usually field most divisions. at Southern Conference. You just never hear about them because they never seem to get into the later stage of Sunday. But look, if you're constantly fielding the majority of the divisions, like it's got to happen.
Absolutely.
It's got to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so they go to quarterfinals as well.
12 boys, Tom.
12 boys. All right. We got to say someone other than Sharks, surely. Yeah. Okay. So I have in the 12 boys. Who did I have? Because I didn't write anything down. I've got Hills Hornets beating Parramatta.
Okay.
And this is a tough one because you look at the 12 boys, when they're younger, the teams are very different. If you had a predominantly bottom age team last year, it's a bit different with 18s, a 16-year-old compared to a 17-year-old. A 12-year-old compared to an 11-year-old is very different. So
it can be,
yeah, those younger ones are hard to get a gauge. Sharks, I assume, would be up there, but I think it's best to name some different teams. So yes, I have Hills Hornets beating Parramatta, and Smoky, I am going to go with Canterbury.
Okay. So 12 boys. We've got the Magic again. We've got Milton Ulladulla. We welcome the Albion Park Eagles in the 12 boys. The Sapphire Coast have got a team. Coolamon's got a team in Leeton. I have the Sharks. This would be the third. I've got the Sharks winning the 12 boys, and I have them beating Griffith in the grand final.
Oh.
Griffith won the Rod Wise Sons Junior Day.
Yes. True.
So that sort of puts them in good stead. So Sharks to beat Griffith, and I've got the Lower Blue Mountains in the 12 boys to be my Smoky.
LBM. Very nice. No, that's good. Good healthy numbers too so far, considering we're splitting into two conferences.
Absolutely.
12 girls up next.
Yep. So Albion Park have got a team in Albion Park have got a team in 12s as well. Leighton, Griffith, Milton Ulladulla, the Magic, and we welcome the Young Blue Tongues. I believe it's their only team that's going.
I played Young back when Country Champs was down in Wollongong one year, and Young, they fielded a mixed side, and we played them against mixed open. They had really nice, like colourful bluey yellow. I think it was bluey yellow, but it was really. I remember we all were like, "Oh, we want the Young Blue Tongue kit." It was a very nice kit.
Okay. Yep. No, so it's great to see them putting in a team. I'm so boring. I've got the Sharks winning the 12 girls. I've got them beating Canterbury.
Okay.
And I'm to try and share the love around. I'm saying Easts are going to be my Smoky in the 12 girls. So hopefully the girls can go quite well.
Yeah, right. Well, I have.
Who have you got, mate?
I've got Wes in the grand final against Balmain, and I do have Wes winning that one.
Okay.
And Smoky is Milton Ulladulla.
There we go.
Yes. It's another one. It's so hard to tell. I know Balmain, they were I think they won it last year and versus Mudgee in the state final. But again, I was trying to find the results for the under-10s last year, and I could only find exactly who won it. So all the results have been wiped, so we couldn't see who was semis and all that.
Okay.
So moving on to the 14 boys.
Who you got for the 14 boys, mate?
14 boys. I'm just having a quick look. Okay. Right. I'm going to go back to saying the Sharks. And I reckon they're going to get beaten by Orange.
Oh, that's the Quinella that I've got. I've got Orange beating the Sharks as well.
Oh, really?
Boys. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I've seen Orange twice at 2 tournaments this year, and they are looking very good. Very good. I haven't seen the Sharks, but I do know that a lot of the 12 boys go up. The 12 boys is very impressive. Don't know if they're going to be a mixture of top, bottom age, but I do think Orange are going to be so hard to beat. and Coolamon is my Smoky.
Okay. I've got the Lower Blue Mountains as my Smoky with the 12 boys.
Not bad. They go to round of 16 too.
Yeah, which is good. A couple of extra games for them all.
Yeah.
14 girls.
14 girls.
Good to see Albion Park. They've got their fourth team there. You got the Magic, who are fielding a lot of teams. Coolamon, Leeton, Sapphire Coast, Yass, which is good to see them, and Griffith.
And this circles back to what you said in our previous podcast about how being in Wagga, you'll never lose your big association, but it invites the smaller ones.
That's right. And I've got Orange girls winning, and I've got them beating the Sharks. I've got the same result for the boys and the girls.
Yeah, okay. I have. Did you Smoky? Do you have Smoky?
I'm going to go with the Yass Bulls. Come on, girls. Come on, Yass. Yes.
So 14 girls. I have, Orange. I have them beating East.
Okay.
Yep, I have them beating East. Smoky will go with Canberra.
Okay.
Canberra, I was always going to go Canberra as a Smoky for a girls team. They've always been pretty good with the girls team, and their men's 30s, of course, have been pretty good.
Yep.
All right, so this is where it starts to get a bit of prior knowledge is sort of coming into it here. All right, I'm going to go, and I'm pretty if there's one division where I'm confident, it's this one. Wagga are going to win it, and they're going to beat. Let me make sure they're on there actually. Hills Hornets. They're going to beat Hills Hornets.
Okay.
That's my pick. I know Wagga won it a couple of years ago, and they sent a youth league team full of those boys that would be eligible for this team. They sent them to country champs and state cup, playing in the men's 20s division. And look, they had a draw with Newcastle at country champs. So Wagga are going to be very strong, and Hills Hornets reigning champs in the 16s. Look, but you can add in the Sharks, you can add in Penrith. There's going to be Wollongong will be very good. I think they were grand finalists last year in the 14s. But as far as Smoky goes, Maruya.
Yes.
Maruya.
I think.
Maruya.
I know you're not big on your geography.
And it's also really small, just for the sake of getting it in the screen.
Okay.
What about you?
So 16 boys, I think that Penrith will be very, very hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a very good side, well coached. I think that they won it 2 years ago, which is, a good-ish indicator. I believe that they will beat the Gong in the grand final. And my outsider or my Smoky to try and share the love around, I'm going with St. George.
Dragons.
Yes.
They had a men's 20s team, and they had some younger ones in the men's 20s team last year.
Yeah, don't know the actual age, but yeah, I think Penrith and the Gong. But that'll be a hard division. Wagga are strong. I think that'll be a really exciting division, to be fair. So we'll see how we play out there.
Yes, and that'll be an exciting one in the Northern Conference as well, which means it'll be very exciting at junior regionals when we talk about that. That's going to be a red-hot division.
Yeah, it will be.
I think the 16s they're not quite taken away by rugby league yet. I think some of the top ages maybe, but relatively all the bottom age 16s are still there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they are.
All right, 16 girls.
Yeah, 16 girls. I'm going back to the Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they will beat Parramatta. And my Smokies, I'm going to say Balmain. But I don't really qualify as a Smoky because they'll be, pretty competitive. They'll be making quarterfinals. They'll be there. So it's not really an outsider per se. So let me switch that to the Sapphire Coast, if I can, then, Tom.
Yep, the Sapphire Coast. I know that They've put a lot of work into their 16 boys. I know that. They haven't really.
Mm.
I've spoken to a couple of people from South West Coast. They all talk about their 16 boys. They didn't really mention any of their girls teams, but
Okay.
let's wait and see. I guess that's what makes it a good smoky.
That's it. Who you got, mate?
I've got well, I'm not going to say Sharks. We've said Sharks enough, but it would not surprise me if Sharks are there. I've got Wollongong beating Orange.
Okay.
I think Wollongong, beating Orange. We saw Orange at our regional champs. They were playing with 11 players in the 16 girls, and I think they went quite good considering the lack of numbers that they had. And their 18 girls were just as good, and they had like 9 players towards the end of it.
Yeah.
Smoky, I'm going Bankstown.
Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to have a lot of teams in all the divisions, Bankstown.
No, which surprises me. Which does surprise me.
Yeah, it surprised me also.
Righto, 18 boys. 18 boys.
Hey, before we go there, you know how Stoney said the 2 winners last year? No teams. So Wagga won the boys last year, no team. Penrith won the girls, no team.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
Mad.
Especially when Penrith won, they got the double. They won the 16 girls as well and the 18s, and now they have no 18s.
Yeah.
So I can't believe that. Interesting to know what's going on there, whether they've all just been taken away from rugby league or
I'm not sure.
HSC, maybe, if they're all getting an early start on that. Anyway, 18 boys. This is a tough one.
It is.
Wests are good. Look, they're all good. Sharks will be definitely up there. I've said Sharks a lot, but I think it'll be Sharks versus Para. Para are normally there in the 18 boys, aren't they? They've got such a strong. They seem. Yeah, I've got a couple of game reviews of 18 boys, and it seems to be always Para in the Southern Conference, except for the last year. So 2 out of 3 that I've done have been Para. We'll go Sharks, Para. Sharks winning. Smoky to be Wollongong. I think I'm not sure. They fielded a men's 20s. They might have been too old. I know they beat Orange. It was a big upset. They beat Orange last year in the quarterfinal. We saw a highlight of that shared on New South Wales Touch recently with the big NL block line. So the semi-finals last year. Look, we'll go Smoky Wollongong.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the top 4. I think the Sharks will win it, and I think that they will beat Wests in the grand final.
Oh yeah.
But I also think that Hills and Balmain will be the 2 losing semi-finalists in the 18s boys. And the Smoky that I'm going to put down is Canterbury.
Okay.
They had a pretty young Division 2 side at Vorden. And so I think there might be a couple of guys who maybe play 18s. So, and I know they're trying to rebuild their men's program. So I think they might go okay. So they're my outside tip, mate.
Cool. And lucky last, 18 girls. Looks like they could be in 3 pools. There's a few teams there. What have you got? How have you got for 18 girls?
Well, I don't have Cronulla in the grand final, which would be a first. I've got Orange. I'm not going to, because it's a junior tournament, we're not going to highlight any of the players, but there's some players in that Orange team who have played some really big games, and I think that they will beat Wagga in the grand final. I think Orange will be very hard to beat. I think Hills will probably make semis, and the other semi-finalist I think will be Balmain.
Yeah, okay.
So
I have a Wagga and Hills grand final.
Okay.
Wagga won country champs by a lot in the women's 20s, and I think they were semi-finalists in in senior state cup in the 20s. Got beat by Beaches, maybe. Anyway, it was Beaches or Manly they got beaten by, but without Beaches or Manly, in the Southern Conference to me. If that's a somewhat similar team to the 20s, I think Wagga's the standout there. And I think they'll either beat Hills or East maybe. With a Smoky going to, I'm going to go Brindis because
I was going to go Brindis as my Smokies as well.
They keep
didn't they win 2 years ago?
They did, and that's on the channel as well. It was out of nowhere. Like no one thought that they were going to do that, and then they come out and they won. They just the everything fell into place for them. But they write Brindis, and then someone says it's Brindy. So I don't know. Is it Brindis or Brindy? Because I think a couple of people messaged me on my channel when I put Canberra Brindis in the top 50 as like 40 something.
Right.
And they're like, no, it's Brindy. And I was like, well, I swear I've seen Brindis, and that's where I've seen Brindis.
Rightio. The Sharks are going to win club championship by the length of the straight.
Yes, I think you're right.
They're going to. If you follow their socials, they've got this little thing in the tent that after every team has a win, they go and drop this coin into a bucket sort of thing. They really, embrace the whole weekend, and they'll have dress ups a couple of nights, and
that's cool.
You follow their socials. Yeah, they really get into it, which is great.
I just wish they just wouldn't be known on the draw as Sharks. Like put a location, please. Everywhere else has got a location. Like, where are you representing? Where are you from? Sharks. Okay. It's like Dolphins in the NRL. I'll say it forever. It just doesn't, I don't get it. Who do you play for? Dolphins. Oh, where are they from? Dolphins.
Yeah. First world problems.
I know they talk about, they talk about how like their juniors are Tarrant Point, but their seniors are Cronulla, or their juniors, their socials Tarrant Point and their reps Cronulla. Anyway, we'll just put Cronulla. That's fine. No one's going to complain. But like South Queensland have got teams in Junior State Cup. Rant over.
All good, mate.
Are you going to be watching? Right? You going to be watching any of the? Sorry, I keep blowing my nose. I'm actually got the sniffles at the moment. But are you going to be watching any?
Yeah, mate, I'll watch it. Yeah,
on KO.
I see who's playing and how they're playing and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely, for sure.
I wonder what the weather's supposed to be like. Let me just have a quickly.
Probably hot.
Yeah, because I know, like, it might have been last year or the year before, where games had to be sort of. They had to bring in the
heat and policy. Change the timer. Yeah.
Oh no, it's actually looking pretty good. Possible storm Friday, but it doesn't look like we'll have half times or anything. It looks like it'll go ahead.
Excellent.
But great. Yes, awesome, nice, short and sharp tonight with the Southern Conference, and we're going to edit this one and post it up straight away, or Thursday morning or something. But
good luck to everyone going down there. Drive safely.
Yes, absolutely. Best of luck. And we'll also be back next week with a Northern Conference prediction. And if we can get the time, we will do a state final one as well. And maybe have a guest or two.
There we go.
Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Thanks, Mitch, for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Once again on the podcast. See you guys. Mate.